What? What? Oh. Not a bad little sight. Hey. Becky. Hey. Big guy. More beautiful views. Still going uphill. What do you guys think? Okay? Huh? What about you, Bucky? All right? Yeah? Okay. Good puppies. A lot of fog out there today. And then right up here is the ruins of the old hotel that they built sometime in the early 1900s. Pretty cool. Okay, well, we just passed the old hotel ruins, and we're leaving the Overlook Spur Trail to head down to Echo Lake. So 2 more miles to go, and I think it's going to be downhill from here, which is great because it's been all uphill for this first part. These guys seem to be doing okay though. Boy, much bigger hills than I'm used to back in Illinois. But it's all downhill and very rocky. Oh, don't know if you can tell, but that's the Hudson River back there. Alright, so we hit another trail junction, and here's the sign that says down to Echo Lake, which is 0.6 miles. Okay, there's the lake down there. We're almost there. This hill, pretty steep. It's gonna be a beast to hike back up in the morning. But at least we don't have as much uphill tomorrow as we did today. Right there. Oh, little squirrelies running around over there. All right, let's go. Well, here it is. Echo Lake. Pretty tough hike. For only 4 miles, I'm pretty beat. And we got a big hill to go up in the morning, but that's okay. These guys did great. We're gonna set up camp. We got a nice fire ring here, and we're back in the pine woods, so I think this is gonna be a good night. Not a bad little sight. Right, well, now that we're here, I can talk a little bit about where we are and what we're doing. I recently just moved to Connecticut, and I've always wanted to hike the Catskills, which is only about 2.5 hours from where we live. And there's a lake that I've been reading about online and really wanted to go to called Echo Lake, which is where we're at now. It's in Woodstock, New York. So we parked at the trailhead, and it was about a 4-mile hike in. First 2 miles of that were pretty much all uphill. And then it kind of levels out until you get to the trail that comes down to the lake, and that trail is 0.6 miles. It's pretty much all downhill. It's actually a pretty hard hike. It's just really rocky, a lot of loose rocks. Add that, all the leaves are down and kind of covering up the trail. And then I have, you know, two decent sized dogs dragging me down the trail. So uh, it is a hard hike. I'm pretty beat, even just for hiking 4 miles today. My goal really was just to get here and get a sight. And now that we're here, I'm just kind of resting and recovering, and then I'll start setting up camp. I'm really in no rush. Yeah, we're just gonna relax and gonna sleep in the hammock tonight, and it's just very peaceful and serene and calm here, and definitely worth the drive and the hike. I mean, how could you pass this up only being a couple hours away? In a few minutes here, I'll start setting up camp. We'll get some firewood and I'll get some dinner going, and we're just gonna enjoy the night. Hi, buddy. What do you see over there, huh? Yeah? Is this fun? Also, this is the first time I've taken my dogs backpacking by myself. I haven't done a solo trip in years. We're supposed to get temps down to, I think, the low 40s, maybe upper 30s tonight. It was mid 50s when I hiked out here, and I warmed up pretty quickly. I took off my fleece, and now that I'm sitting down, I'm actually cooling off pretty quick. But I've got a 20-degree top quilt and underquilt for tonight for the hammock. The dogs each have their, I have some sleeping bags for them, and then Coco, who doesn't have as thick of fur as Bucky does over here, she's got a winter coat that I'll put on her tonight, so we should all be nice and toasty warm, but cooling off quick. This is what you get when you bring two crazy dogs into the woods. At least they're enjoying themselves. Well, I'm not sure if I've shown this bug net before, but whenever I camp with the dogs, I bring this Grand Trunk Mozzie 360 bug net, is what it's called. It's not super expensive, but it's nice because you can hang a hammock through it. So I've got my Dutchware Chameleon in there, and then it has a bathtub floor, and it's, you know, fully enclosed. So there's sleeping pads in there with their sleeping bags. It's not the lightest thing in the world. I wouldn't be bringing it if I wasn't bringing the dogs, but it's nice to have a place for them to lay and be, you know, kind of away from bugs and, you know, an enclosed space, and they're close to me, so it's nice. Well, it doesn't get any nicer than that. We will be very comfy in there. I actually had to move the hammock setup because the trees that I picked the first time were too close together for my tarp. So it took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but that's all right. End result is good. Okay, well, we got some firewood. It's pretty picked over here. I think a lot of people camp here.
goodness, Coco, what was that? My puppies. Sun's coming up. Little creek back that way too. What are you doing, Bucky? Hi, Coco. Coco. Coco was completely inside her sleeping bag and snoring away. It was so cute. And this guy kept getting out of his sleeping bag. I think he was a little warm. But then at about 4 in the morning, I made him get back in, and he didn't come back out. So I think he liked it in there. They've both eaten a lot more than I thought they would. They almost ate all their food. And 3 liters of water was just about perfect for this. So, just absolutely gorgeous this morning. Oh man, I am just so refreshed. There truly is no better way to camp than in a hammock, especially a Dutchware hammock. Look at this thing. That was so comfortable. I think I slept better than I did in my own bed. And the dogs fit perfectly right underneath. So we had lots of room. I don't know what they're doing over here. Huh, I'm not sure what they're clapping about. Sounded like they said something about a bear. Well, the people across the lake here were yelling about a bear. Oh, I see it. I see it. It's very small, but it's up on the hill back there. Right back in the middle of the frame there. Huh. So there are bears here. Yep, he's going up the hill. Wow. That's the first time I've ever actually been able to look at a bear while backpacking. Even though he's across the lake from me, which I'm totally fine with. He's going away. Unfortunately, that's the route we gotta hike out of here. But I think he'll be too scared of us. And he's still back there. As far as I can zoom in. But these people are right over here. Started clapping and yelling and... Where'd he go? I lost him. Got people camped on this side. And then there's a couple of people camped over there too. So there's a lot of people here. So, but I did hang my food last night up in the trees, and I mean, I didn't hear any noises, so. Alright, well, he's back. There he is, right on top of that rock. So maybe bear spray will be the next thing on my gear list to buy. That big tarp that I had up packs down into this little ball. Pretty awesome. That's the Dutchware bonded winter wide tarp. Has doors on it you can close, but I didn't do that last night because it wasn't all that windy. It's supposed to cover 2 hammocks side by side, which you can do with this Dutchware setup. Done it before, it's great. And it even fits this dog bug net that I have under it too. So pretty nice. Okay, all packed up. The sun is out and it's so nice. I could stay here all day, but I can't. Stop barking at people. All right, back on the trail again. Come on. And you get dragged by a couple of wild horses. Well, this is a nice sight. Definitely a nice overnight trip. All right, 4 miles to the car. It's actually easier going uphill than downhill because they're pulling me up the hill as opposed to pulling me down the hill. My sled dog came here. All right, well, we made it the 0.6 miles up from Echo Lake. It's pretty much all uphill the entire way. Pretty tough section, but not too tough for you guys, huh? Come on, go this way. Good. Come on. Let's go. Still hazy today. I mean, there's tons of views out there. You just can't see them right now. The way that this rock is just perfectly balanced on top of the edge of that cliff. That's crazy. The Catskill Mountains. Alright, well, we reached the junction over by the old burned down hotel, and I think we're gonna hike up and look at the Overlook before we go. I feel like that's something we need to do, which is half a mile. Yeah, we're gonna go half a mile up to the fire tower, so let's go. Come on, Bucky. Here's the fire tower. Wow. This is how you can tell I'm from the Midwest. I'm used to flat ground. You guys are out hiking me. Wow. Wow. Looks like there's a fire pit over there. I wonder if people camp up here. I don't know if you can, but so that was nice. Stopped, drank some water, looked around, and talked to a couple of guys that were out camping on the same lake last night. So kind of fun to talk to them about the cold weather and the bear and all that. So I'm gonna hike back down. I'll try to take a few more videos of the views, and then we'll be heading out. It's hard to film when you got dogs pulling you. Pretty creepy. I guess this was supposed to be an old resort for the Catskills, and it burnt down or something. I don't know. But I know, it's scary. Okay, let's go. Come on.